Atlanta in the early 2000s, and they were beefing with each other, trading diss tracks, the whole thing. Then rapper number one, the famous one, orders his goons to go beat up rapper number two and steal this gaudy gold and diamond necklace he wore in all of his videos, and that's where it got interesting. The goon squad shows up at rapper number two's place. He pulls a gun and starts shooting. One of the attackers gets hit, makes it about 200 yards away from the house before he drops dead. Rapper number two is arrested for murder, but is dismissed as self-defense. And the real criminal here is rapper number one, who ordered the violent act that got his man killed. I had the phone records and two witnesses prepared to testify for what would have been a rock-solid RICO murder case. But for reasons that were never explained to me, the U.S. Attorney's Office declined prosecution, and rapper number one went on to have a phenomenally successful career. Oh well, win some, lose some.
Defense attorney telling him how to write out the sentence.
That's the wrong choice. You know, the one who makes you really cold.
Yeah.
Mr. Hudson, Mr. Finley, you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The case of State of Georgia versus Roderick Davis. My name is Jesse Gall. Mr. Davis, you are...
It states the same thing. Just based on what the criminal history of Mr. Davis, we must ask for a
I asked him and confirmed that there was no attempt to serve him at a studio, at a residence. Accordingly, was confirmed there was no holds. Contacted fugitive, knowing from doing this for a while, of information about my client. I do want to say that I have a community service letter from somebody with the Atlanta Public Schools that I'll tender, I'll show counsel, I'll tender to Your Honor, if I can approach.
Sure.
The excessive amount, whatever that is, we're just asking that the bond, their bond be set. I never ask for an amount. That's not my job. My job is to ask for bond. The conditions I leave in the courts, with the court's discretion.
Okay. Well, in the exercise of my discretion, I understand your position, Mr. Finley, but this gentleman does have a...
2005, Gucci Mane and Jeezy would record two songs together. The first song was Black Tees, which was a response to Dem Franchise Boys' hit song White Tee, and the second song was So Icy, or just Icy. So Icy would go crazy in the streets almost immediately, and would then be featured as the main single on Trap House 1. The song was such a massive hit that even high schools across the country banned the iconic snowman tee that Jeezy wore in the video. But as time went on, rumors surfaced that Jeezy may have been upset with how things went. Although it's still not 100% clear why Jeezy was upset, we can assume it has something to do with the fact that he wanted the song to be on his upcoming album. He quickly took to the studio to release a diss track titled Stay Strapped, where at the end of the song he would put a $10,000 bounty on Gucci's So Icy chain.
Real talk, I got a bounty on that shit, 10 stacks, man, you know Jeezy pay.
Jeezy would start to distance himself from Gucci and cause some strain on their friendship. Gucci would also get upset at the fact they could never perform their song live, which he felt they were missing out on a huge part of promotion. Because once again, this is in the days where live shows made a huge impact on getting your music heard. But Jeezy didn't stop, and he continued the beef. Over the coming weeks, the petty beef would turn into something much more. One summer evening, Gucci would go home with a stripper after a party, just a month after the So Icy hit dropped. 5 men stormed the home where Gucci was staying, armed with pistols, brass knuckles, and duct tape. They would get into a physical altercation, pistol whipping the stripper and hitting Gucci in the face. One of the men allegedly yelled, "Shoot him." Upon realizing his life was at risk, Gucci shot back. Some people say he reached for his gun, where other stories say he may have disarmed one of the men and took his. He shot the gun, killing one of the men as the others ran off. 3 days would go by until someone found the body of the deceased man in the woods behind an elementary school. When the smoke cleared, authorities identified the man as Pookie Lock, one of Jeezy's prodigies under his CTE label. After 9 days, Gucci Mane would turn himself in, claiming self-defense. He released a statement saying, he's not a murderer, but he was scared for his life, and he had to be a man about it.
Relationship with Jeezy, because they've always
Who?
said...
Who?
Oh, pardon me. He's not a criminal.
Who?
So the
Young
Bill
Jeezy.
boy is not going crazy in
You talking
Atlanta?
about you talking about Jeezy from the Bay? Oh, John Jeezy from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Jay Jenkins, Young Jeezy?
If that's what you call him.
There's a lot of Jeezys, man, but
So,
Is he really like well respected in the streets and stuff out there?
yeah,
Yeah.
the whole homo community love him.
I'm not playing no games with you. I don't, because, you know, when the movement started, he was one of the faces of it.
Right.
And then, you know, when everything went down, you know, it
Shit.
seemed like he separated. I don't know.
Look, I mean,
whatever you want to clear up, you could clear up.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I like the man music because I always did. That's why I fucked with him from Jump Street. I'm not no hater. But if you and your homeboys just walking through the mall, and it's 3 of y'all, and then 15 guys come and say, we finna beat y'all ass, and the nigga that run, that was Jeezy. He was the nigga that ran.
Damn.
So in other words, when shit start hitting the fan and, you know, everybody want to be, you know, industry and all that shit, then, you know, that's what niggas do. Niggas throw the name away. Who? I don't got nothing to do with that. I wouldn't do nothing. You know, man, it is what it is.
You
know
felt he abandoned the name when he got hot?
I mean, look, what's understood don't even got to be talked about.
Understood.
Everybody know, man. It ain't no secret. But see, the whole thing about that situation is people love Jeezy's music.
Yeah.
But I would never tell nobody, yo, don't like this person's music. Because I like the nigga music. I was just listening to the one song. I do. I was just listening to the fucking song. I just listened to the song. So it ain't like I'm hating on the nigga music. But at the end of the day, dog, I fuck with real niggas. Real niggas is a part of my team.
No, he didn't get indicted because he did some more. I feel like this. I know some things he did. Like he turned Meech cars into the feds. That same Porsche truck and that Ferrari I was talking about a while before he came to Miami and doing some lie detector tests about this gun case he caught one year in 06 when I went to go meet him. We had a shootout, not against him, but some other, like when me and him start trying to talk, some other popped it off with us and we ended up having a shootout and he ended up going to jail for a gun. If anybody is familiar with that Miami case, him and Twin came back to do a polygraph test supposed to be for that shit. And the security said that the Meech cars pulled up on flatbeds, nigga, into the federal building when he went and did it, when he was inside for his meeting or whatever. So I know he turned in the cars. Ain't no telling what people be doing, bro. That's all I know he did. And then he told about the gun case that was already thrown out at the state level, and then the feds picked it back up. So everybody look up Big House. You look up Big House. He was a security for Jay-Z. He was a security for Big Meech. He was also security for Young Jeezy. Yeah, Jeezy put the people on his ass, and he'll let you know. You look him up, he talking his story, and you know, you got all these people with these accounts of these people that's out here. Sorry, y'all, I just be the bearer of bad news because 10 years go by and people act like they ain't never heard nothing, don't know nothing. Like, hold on, the selective politics shit gotta stop.
We came from like him coming to the house and chilling, borrowing the whips and borrowing cars and getting work from the homie, and you know what I'm saying, from that to him like he'll beat spots and we want to pull up and he curve us. You feel me?
Ralph Sims, Ralphie, told on Jeezy, told everything Jeezy ever did. Jeezy had like 12, Jeezy had more statements on him than me.
Were you allowed to hand out bricks? No. Do you remember in those 1 or 2 times where J-Bo or Tito or someone told you to hand bricks to someone, who those people were? Yes. Who? One of them was Doc or B.I. Doc, did you say who the other one was, or you do not remember? Yes, Jeezy. Jeezy? Yes. We've heard some in this trial about a possible musician named Young Jeezy. Are you referring to the same person? Yes.